Welcome to another video. Hope everyone's doing alright and that. This week, something a bit spicy, something to match the weather. Absolutely fantastic around here. It's blazing hot, blazing hot. But I thought we'd have a go making some chicken fajitas. A little bit Mexican and that. Absolutely fantastic on a hot summer's day. I've got everything we need behind us and that. We'll go through it in a minute. So yeah, grab yourself a cuppa, put your feet up. I'm going to play me jingle and we'll get stuck into it. Fantastic. Right, we'll have a little run through the ingredients and that. I've jumped ahead and prepped them up a bit, just to save a bit of time, to get you back out in the sunshine. But basically for this one, 2 chicken breasts, which I've cut down nice and fine and that into strips. Fantastic. 3 bell peppers. This is just to add a bit of colour in that. You can just use 1 colour if you want, but I like the 3 in that, makes it look fantastic. So I've got a red, a green one, and a yellow one, which I've sliced. About 3 to 5 mil slices. Fantastic, doesn't have to be perfect. Like I say, I ain't no chef in that. I just have a go in that. A medium sized red onion, which again I've sliced up. Fantastic. And for the seasoning, really easy. You can just buy a fajita seasoning pack. Maggie and them do it, Cumin's and that. They're all fantastic and that. That's Schwartz or whatever, they do one. But I like to make my own. And it's really simple. I use a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of garlic granules, about half a teaspoon of chili powder. This you can go as much or as little as you want. I like to taste it, but I don't like to burn my mouth out and that. Bit of salt and pepper for seasoning. And some olive oil to fry it in. Fantastic, you can use vegetable oil. There's no rules in the kitchen, you know. It's just what people tell you. And I'll be wrapping them in some wraps. I know these are not traditional tortillas. I struggle to get them, to be honest with you, like. But I think the only difference is one's made of corn flour, one's made of normal flour. I might be wrong. Tell us in the comments if I'm wrong. Fantastic. And my toppings, you can use any toppings you want. Fantastic, like guacamoles and all that stuff. But I'm going to use sour cream and some grated cheddar. Fantastic. Serve it with a bit of salad and a few chips. Mint. Right, we'll get started with the chicken. Fantastic. I've took it off the chopping board and stuck it into a bowl. Fantastic. And we'll knock the spices up. But as we're doing that, I'm just going to stick about a tablespoon of olive oil in a frying pan and get it warming up. We want it pretty hot. Medium to high heat. So I've got mine on number 4 out of 6. Fantastic. But the spices, really easy, really easy. The chili, what I do, I like to make it in a box like this. Then we can mix it together properly. Fantastic. You'll see it in a minute. But the chili, I'm just going to go in with 1/4 of a teaspoon. This teaspoon's a half size to get inside the jars. Fantastic. So I want about half of one of these. Like I say, I'm not a massive fan of chili, but I miss it when it's not there. And the garlic, a teaspoon. Fantastic, so it'll be 2 of these. Them Schwartz packs and the Maggie ones and that are fine, you know, they're fine. I use them. But every now and again, I like to make my own. Fantastic, so I'll have a teaspoon of cumin. I'll put all the ingredients in the description at the end, like. Fantastic. And a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Fantastic. You might hear a few noises today because I've got my window open and it's market day. The town's buzzing. It's fantastic. But it's a bit too hot to be cooking in a kitchen with no window open and that. Fantastic, right? I'm going to put a little bit of salt in. I don't like too much salt. So, what's that? 1/4 of a teaspoon maybe? And some black pepper. And all I'm going to do is just whack the lid on, give it a good old shake. And that'll ensure we've got a nice little blend going on in that. Fantastic. That'll do us. Look at that, fantastic. Looks like one of them packets. But we're going to bring our chicken back in. Our pan should be warming up nicely now. Olive oil starting to run nice and thin. Lovely, lovely. But we're going to get a little bit messy because we're going to go in with seasoning and just give it a good old mix together and that. Look at that, fantastic. Probably go in with half, give it a mix. So easy this, you know, start to finish, if you're not messing about with cameras and that. 15, 20 minutes maybe. But it's lush, man. Chicken breasts are not cheap these days, like, but you get what you pay for, don't you? Fantastic, man. And we're just going to basically make sure all the meat's covered. There'll be some that's got more on, some that's got less on, that's no bother. Then we can move over and start cooking it off. Fantastic. Right, we'll get rid of that and we'll move over by the pan. Right, olive oil's nice and hot now. Fantastic, we're going to bring our chicken in and I'm just going to start laying it out into the pan. I tell you what, olive oil smells lovely when it's warming up, you know. My flat's got a lovely little smell going on. I'm just going to chuck this chicken in. Hopefully my pan's big enough. I didn't really test at the beginning, to be honest with you, like. And we're going to cook this off for about 7 minutes. Just until it's cooked. You'll see it when it's cooked. It's fantastic. But I tell you what, the smell coming off it is incredible. All the spices and that. Am I going to get it all in? I'm going to try. I've got my little spatula there. So I'll just push it up a little bit. I'm persevering with this 3-camera thing, like, see if I can get the hang of it. But it isn't half confusing us. But tell us in the comments what you want us to see us making that. Because coming up with the ideas every week is a little bit hard. It would be alright if I was Gordon Ramsay or something, but I'm not. I'm just some bloke messing about in the kitchen. But right, I'm going to let this cook off for 6 or 7 minutes. We'll come back and we'll do the next bit. Right, this chicken is just about done. Look at that. Fantastic. It's white. It's got lovely flavouring on it. Lush, lush. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring a plate in. And I'm just going to tip the chicken onto the plate and just let it sit. Fantastic. While we sort our veg out. So I'm just going to stick that over here. I'm going to bring in the veg. I'm going to put another tablespoon of olive oil in. Doesn't matter about the pan being dirty and that. It's all flavour. Put another tablespoon. Let it warm itself through a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with my veg. The veg, you can go from like 3 minutes to about 8 or 9 minutes. I like mine pretty well done in that. I don't like it too crunchy. I like it cooked through. So we're going to go in with some onion. I've still got the pan on number 4, so it's a medium-high heat. Fantastic. Bit like Mediterranean veg, this, you know. We'll get as much as we can in. Fantastic. And the same again with the peppers. Let's get them in there. Mint. Probably chopped a bit too many yellow ones. But it's alright, I'll use them up in a salad later. And again, we're just going to cook it out for a few minutes. While this is cooking, I'm going to make myself some chips in the air fryer and that. Set a plate and that up, because we're nearly done. Fantastic. Right, my veg has had about 8 minutes. It's lovely. The onions are caramelised up and that. The peppers are just starting to soften themselves down a little bit. So I'm going to turn the heat completely off now. And I'm going to pop the meat back in. Just to warm it up a little bit while I set my plate and that up. And to give it a good mix up. We're just mix it in. Look at that. Doesn't that look fantastic? Right, that's everything done. All that's left is to build one, have a taste and say we're goodbyes. Fantastic. But what I've done, I've warmed the wrap up in the microwave for about 15 seconds just to make it a bit more pliable than that. Fantastic. And I'm going to go in with a bit of salad. You use what you want in these, you know. It's fantastic. We're going to whack a bit of salad in. The toppings can be what you want. Be what you want. Now it's just time to put some of this lovely stuff in. Look at that. Onions caramelised up in that. The chicken's looking fantastic. The peppers, all different colours. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. I'll probably get about 2 or 3 out of this. Mint. But I'll do. Let's get rid of that. And I'm going to finish mine off with some sour cream. I say there's shop bought condiments. They're great, man, I think. Like, don't have to go too clever, but we'll have a nice dollop of this on. I don't know how fast it's going to come out, mind you. Then finish it with a bit of mature cheddar. Lush. Bit of grated cheese. Look at that. Doesn't that look fantastic? Imagine that. Nice barbecue instead of a steak or a burger or something. Have something like this. And I'm just going to fold it over. There's no point in even trying to wrap it, you know what I mean? It's just too big. I'm going to finish it off with a handful of chips from Iceland. Again, these are the southern fried ones. They're lush, I think, like. Get them on. Hey, it's a bit hot. And there you have it. Chicken fajitas, simple as out, simple as out. Toppings you like, chips, fantastic. Right, let's get into it and have a good taste. Right, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. I hope it's inspired you to get in the kitchen a bit and that. I know you don't have to make this, make something else. Fantastic. But I've got what I think's a sharp knife. I'm going to cut it open and see what it looks like in the middle. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, thank you for watching. Get in the comments, tell us what you want us to make next time. If I can get a hold of it, I'll have a go. But look at that. Fantastic. It's all falling out. But look, lush, man, lush. Right, I'm going to have a little taste. If I can get it in one piece. Fantastic. Right, have a great week. I'll see you next week or next time. If you want to see us out the kitchen, get on my other channel, Joe Does This and That. There's a link in the description. But yeah, until next time, take care, and I'll see you later.